Watch where you're walking. There's 22 million people in these.
Brainiac channeled our power rings through some kind of crystal.
Wait! I have a piece of it!
That looks sharp.
That's gonna be too small to do any good.
Take it easy, lady.
Be a lot easier if they didn't give into emotions, huh, Robin?
Pretty sure grumpiness is an emotion.
If we had a full-size crystal and the power of the lanterns, we could restore the Earth.
I can use the crystals at my Fortress of Solitude to try to create a duplicate.
Love him!
We still need the power of the other rings. Any idea where the other lanterns are?
The explosion sent me back to Oa, home of the source of my power. I'm guessing they were thrown back to the source planets of their power rings, too.
Blue, Indigo, and Violet shouldn't be any trouble.
How are you gonna get villains like Sinestro, Atrocitus, and Larfleeze to help?
Maybe we don't need to ask. If we could get a hold of their power batteries, the energy contained within should be enough.
How would we even get close to them?
I'm not sure this worked out right.
I don't think so either. This outfit makes my hips look big.
I'm Batman.
Green Lantern will take you as our prisoner, trading you to your enemies. Once we're close enough, we'll create a distraction so you can grab the power back.
Grundy come to help!
He's pretty strong.
And smart, also!
We're bringing him.
Good luck!
I hope they'll be okay.
She better not mess up my outfit.
I love my new one. I'm Batman.
So, probably best if you all come with me to the fortress.
I asked around about this thing. Best description I was given was the big computery ball thing that lets you select levels. Catchy, huh? I was thinking of getting one myself, putting it next to the big black...
Battery should be housed in the temple over there.
I hope we're not walking. I hate walking.
Lego Batman 3 DC Superheroes. My speakers are on. Let's turn those off. So this is going to be the Need for Greed level, and I think this is when you can choose which of the 3 levels you want to do first. And they all pretty much revolve around getting a piece of something from the members of the Lantern community. I don't know much about the Lantern, and not really Justice League in general, so this was all pretty new to me, and it was kind of fun, but it was still kind of weird because the game really can't figure out whose its enemy it is, because right now we need to reverse the effects of Brainiac, but Brainiac's kind of stuck in a cage, and if you know comic book stuff, then you're pretty sure he's going to get out later. Anyway, this first level is a pretty cool themed level. It's all kind of foresty and worldy and, you know, probably related to the wherever greedy guy we're on. So this lantern person that we need to get the rain power from, he's the one that wants everything, I guess. And I have no idea what his name is. I probably should have paid attention, but that's still a fun level. There's a pretty cool boss fight at the end of it. And until then, you get to play as the Green Lantern, and you got to play as him in Lego Batman 2, and he has pretty much the same powers. He gets to use his ring to do things, and he gets to fly around, which is helpful. And you also get Grundy and Wonder Woman, but, you know, at this place, I think they're switched up in each other's... Are they? Yeah, I think so. I think the Joker right now is actually Batman. And when the Batman is dressed up as Joker, then there's not really a whole lot that Batman can do because he doesn't have any of the suits, and it's kind of pointless having him around. I don't think you use the Joker at any point during this level, or the Batman. So anyway, Grundy and Green Lantern are both themselves, and they're the ones you'll pretty much use the entire level. just go to Grundy into that swamp, and then you can get this stream of water. I don't know how this breaks down the blocks here. Maybe the blocks are supposed to be really soluble rocks or something, and it just makes them crumble. But either way, once you clear out the wall, Grundy will whack it, and then he'll send a rock flying toward the force field, and you'll be able to go in. So the enemies in this level are just generic LEGO minifigures, but they are pretty interesting because they're just kind of guardians of this land. And first thing you'll want to do is come up here to get rid of this flower with the green lantern. So pull on it, and that will be the first of 3 that need to disappear. There's a stairway right there you'll want to pull out. I think I skip over this, but you want to pull that stairway out just so the other people can go up there. And then once you want to get the second flower, you'll want to come over here to the right, and there will be yet another swamp that you'll want to switch to Grundy to use. And yeah, that's Robin in Lex Luthor's suit right there, so that's another interesting thing. I can't remember if Robin has all the powers of Lex Luthor, but you may have to use them a few times. So anyway, pull out everything with Grundy and then climb on out of the swamp, and then you'll be able to step on the switch, and that will fire this rocket toward the rocks up on top, and then you'll be able to fly up with Green Lantern so you can pull down the second flower. So for the third one, it's actually more up to the left, but you can come down here and look at that shield if you want to. I don't think Green Lantern actually has any laser abilities to open that up, but I think Robin might, but there's not really any way for him to get down there. So anyway, who am I? Oh yeah, Wonder Woman dresses up as Cheetah Woman. That's kind of interesting. And she still has her bracelet power, so that is something to remember in case you ever need it. Anyway, when you are finally ready to get to the third flower, you'll just want to hopefully not fall off the edge, and that was just really annoying. I'm pretty sure this is a free play thing right here, but it's still just kind of cool to fly around. I just thought this whole place looked so cool, that's why I'm wasting time right now. But anyway, when you are finally ready, you'll want to come on up here, and I think it's Robin you'll have to switch to because he has the sonar suit that Lex Luthor uses, and there's a bunch of these bouncing bricks that go everywhere, but I think those are just oh I know you don't need the sonar suit, you just have to destroy those. Oh, I'm getting confused. Anyway, these bouncing blocks are just junk bricks that you can suck up with the hazard suit, which I think is also a free play thing. So anyway, for up here, those bricks kind of glow funny, and you may think that you need to use sonar or whatever. I was thinking sonar because of that Batman capsule, but you just need to whack them with something and they'll fall down, and there's 3 of them you have to hit. So I used Robin's Robin pole ring thing, I don't know what to call it. I'm just making up words as I go along here. And then you want to switch to whoever you need to build this Green Lantern spot, and then use Green Lantern to cut down the trees with the chainsaw. It seems a little bit overkill for a little shrub here, but maybe they are that tough. And then you'll be able to pull down the third and final flower. In this area, you get a pretty cool Indiana Jones style puzzle that you're going to have to do, which will mean moving the arms of that giant statue downward so the door will open up. And what other way to open up a statue than with huge piles of gold? So first, for the left side, I am going to come over here and use Green Lantern to build the bridge, and then there will be a puzzle that kind of reminds me of those Reader Rabbit games that you that they used to sell at the end of grade school. That was like 10 years ago. I have no clue if they still give those summer packages away. Because at my school, they'd like, for $30, you get this big summer book that you're supposed to do to keep your mind ready for the next year of school. And then there'd be a game that has a bunch of puzzles in it, and it was always the game that I wanted. I didn't give a crap about the book. But this kind of puzzle in this kind of setting just reminds me about one of those games, so I don't know. I should find out. I should ask someone in grade school if they still have those. They probably don't. Oh well, so when you build this puzzle here, it's going to pop up in an order of 3, and you'll notice that there's 5 plates on top of the wall there, and you're going to want to beam this laser in order of those plates that you saw. So I screwed up the first one because I couldn't remember the second symbol, and I'm colorblind, so I couldn't remember the color. And then if you do screw up, you just have to step on it again. It'll go through the sequence one more time, and you can remember it a little bit better this time. Or I guess there's 4 of them. Okay. It goes through 4 of them. And it's weird because the symbols made this harder than it should have been to remember for me. Normally I have no issue memorizing these kind of things in LEGO games, but this one was giving me a little bit of a, do I do that next or do I do that next? But I figured it out the first time, and then that hand will open on the statue, and then you'll want to go on over to the right side, and you'll have to pretty much do the same thing over there, but you also need to get everybody else over there, because if you don't, then I don't think you can actually open it up. So you'll fly around here, and you'll notice there's a spot for Grundy. You can't really go backwards anymore, so you just need to destroy these glowing Lego bricks, and then I think this lets you build the bridge for Grundy. And once the bridge is built, you want to switch to Grundy and bust open that wall. Of course, it always helps whenever the game wants to listen to you and switch to the person you're trying to switch to. And then once you get the wall busted open, you will have to build a, I think it's an elevator in here, an elevator switch. And everybody except the Green Lantern is going to want to get on the elevator, but of course the game is glitching out like crazy, and Grundy just can't figure out how to get over there. And I think soon here he actually glitches straight on through the wall, doesn't give a crap about physics, and then you can get him up there. And I don't think you actually need him anymore, but you still want everybody you can get on top in case you do. So, oh no, you do need him, okay. So once you are up here, try to switch to him, sometimes in vain, but once you finally get to him, pull the wall open, and then the light beam will, or the sun beam will come through the wall, and you'll be able to do the second puzzle. So I think I got this one right the first time. This one was in the first strange symbol, then a second strange symbol, then a third strange symbol, and then the fourth strange symbol. So you just have to reflect the light onto the first strange symbol, then the second strange symbol, and then the third strange symbol, and finally the fourth equally strange symbol. And then the second Lego hand will open, and then you'll be able to fly in there with the Green Lantern and pull open the mouth. I think the people here will say, look at his mouth, in case it wasn't obvious before. And for some reason it wasn't working there. I don't know what that was about. In this game, if something doesn't work the first time, try it again, because it just likes to screw up sometimes. And then you'll notice there's a darkness tingle or a darkness sparkle inside his mouth, and if you come back on free play, you'll be able to go in there with Robin's illumination suit. So the gold will fall into the Lego hands, and then you'll be able to open up the door with this switch, and then you'll be into the boss fight in just a second. And at first it'll be a cutscene.
Okay. We'll distract Larfleeze while Hal steals a lantern.
His greed makes him pretty unstable.
Ugh, too much talking! Let's do this already!
Give me Green Lantern.
And you'll help us?
No, I just want Green Lantern. Also, empty your pockets.
There's nothing in my pockets.
Then, give me your clothes. I know you don't want to trade.
Well, this boss fight is pretty interesting at first. You just need to wipe out a couple of these enemies, and then you'll want to wait for that guy to jump on here. Now he has a lot more health than 3 hearts, but things you have to do to him are, once again, in multiples of 3. Is that the right term? They're in groups of 3, I guess. So I think he has like 9 hearts, and you have to take out 3 of his hearts 3 times to kill him, and that'll be before he gets into his final form. So for this first time, he'll show up after you get rid of enough of his people, and he'll whack you a couple of times, or run away once he's low or lower on health, and then he will spawn this giant beast, and he's actually pretty interesting. I like the way he looks with all the electricity kind of emanating off of him, but there's not really anything you can do with him yet. You'll have to wait for him to drop the stuff that you need to damage him, which is true for all of these bosses. If you're fighting as a character who is on the ground, for example, if I were flying right now as Green Lantern, that slow motion sword thing wouldn't have happened. But if you're playing as someone on the ground, then the sword he'll raise up, it'll go all slow motion, and you'll want to wait about 2 seconds and then jump, and you'll avoid getting killed when he does that. And it really is cool. It's so much fun when that happens. And then he'll spawn this giant hammer and wait a second and then try to whack you with it. When he does that, the floor will split open, and then you'll be able to work toward hurting him. So first you'll want to switch to Grundy for the swamp, and I actually tried to switch to Grundy there, but it didn't work, and then I tried to use the swamp here, but instead for some reason I attacked the immortal ghost. And then Grundy will go under, just barely missing getting his head cut off, and he will spawn a giant box. So now you'll want to switch back to the Green Lantern and pull open the box with a heart on it. And hopefully avoid getting killed. At this point, there's a bomb in there from Super Mario, but I think it's just a regular bomb. It'll explode and you'll be able to build. Okay, no, it'll explode and so will he. I thought you had to build something afterwards. And then he'll come down and spawn here, and he may try to avoid you for a few seconds, but you should be able to damage him in this phase pretty easily. Take out 3 more of his hearts, and then he will, like a coward, jump back into his ghost form 1 more time. And he'll spawn the sword again, and if you're Grundy, there's not really a whole lot he can do to you with that. Yeah, I think you can still jump as Grundy, but Grundy's still pretty tough. And you can't use the swamp a second time, even if you try. And I think here I end up getting killed anyway. Yep, just jumped a second too early. Hit the ground and you cut off my feet. That was kind of funny. And then you'll throw a few more attacks at you. Here's a gigantic hammer again. I don't know why he takes so long to attack with that hammer. Oh well. I kind of like in the new LEGO games how they scatter all these LEGO pieces everywhere in this new kind of physics, whatever they use. And it's just so cool walking around in those LEGO pieces. And I like how they don't get in the way of anything. I think it'd be kind of fun if everything you destroyed was still, like, you could still push it around, it didn't disappear. Even though I know that would get extremely annoying, so they'd have to make a whole other game mode just for that. I think that'd be pretty cool. And then here I think I end up dying as Wonder Woman. Yep. Oh no, I didn't. Wow, that was close. And then I died because a ball of power came out of nowhere. And then a final Green Lantern spot will be buildable over on the left side of the map, and you'll just want to blast him with it. And then you'll be able to take out his final 3 hearts, and once you do that, that will be the end of the level.
I don't think this bargain is going to work. We'll leave.
No, you need to pay me for my time. I'll take Green Lantern as payment.
Oh, okay.
We'll be going.
Agreed. I'm not used to people giving me what I want. Wait, I want more! Oh. What? No fair!